It's Dave here. It's time to replay history. How are you guys doing today? I'm having a dickens of a time getting the transfusions, the translations, the transitions going. Having a problem getting everything going here tonight. What is my problem? So good evening. Welcome you guys to the 80s old school arcade. I am Dave. I am your host, and for the next 30-40 minutes I'm going to be bringing you some of the greatest arcade classics of all time. I try my very hardest to be at least mediocre for you guys. So hopefully I've achieved that here tonight for you guys. If you don't mind, and if you're into the whole 80s arcade genre, make sure to hit that subscribe button down there. We got multiple videos coming out every week. I'm going to try and pump out different things with different games all the time for you guys. So we're not replaying and rehashing the same thing over and over like all the other channels do out there. Hopefully a little something new for you to watch and take a stroll down memory lane with. And if you got any suggestions on games you want to see, or just in the comments share what some of your favorite arcade games are, put that stuff down in the comments, and it may make just the show one of these nights. So playing in the dungeon down here tonight. This is where I do all the work on my arcade machines. This one's about half done. I just got confirmation that all the artwork is coming in for it, so I can get it reskinned and rethemed into a different game. Very excited about that. I'm thinking I'll probably be working on that like Wednesday, maybe have it done by Friday for the weekend or something like that. Very excited about that. My joystick panel here, I've only got half assembled just because I'm waiting for that artwork. I don't want to have to take everything apart when it comes in. So, yeah, very exciting stuff going to be happening in the next, say, week or two with this machine. And then we'll have another special presentation or unveiling of this machine in its completed form. That'll be a fun night because I'll show you how it works with the swapping of the control panels and everything. It's gonna be a good time. So yeah, like I said, we're playing in the dungeon. We got this machine here. We got the old Dragon's Lair machine behind me. I think Space Ace is running on it tonight. Back in the corner down here that you can't see is a one-up table, one of those Black Series PAC-MAN tables. I think we got a Galaga countercade coming in. Walmart had them on sale for $49 online for like a day or two before they sold out. Got one of those things snagged up. Don't know what we're going to mod into that thing, but that'll be a fun project for us at some point. Let's get going here. And we're going to start out with, you probably saw it before because of my scene transitions being all jacked up. We're going to start with a little Ms. Pac-Man tonight. So, let me know where Ms. Pac-Man falls on your list. But to me, Ms. Pac-Man is in the big three. I was going to do a stream tonight of the big three, but I don't have some of those games working on here yet. So it's going to be Ms. Pac-Man and then a couple other games. So, all right, let's get into this. Ms. Pac-Man. Haven't played this for a few weeks. Actually, I'd never played it on this machine yet with these controls, so we'll see how this goes. I'm kind of thinking once I get my Player 2 control panel side in, I'm going to have either stick work for Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man, just because it's a little weird playing Pac-Man when the joystick is so far left on the machine. With Pac-Man, it's good to have the joystick centered, kind of like I have on my Dragon's Lair machine back there, which you probably can't see because it's too far away. But the right joystick on this control panel should be more centered than anything. So, yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll probably make both sticks active for the Pac-Man. Or the Ms. Pac-Man. Or the Junior Pac-Man. So yeah, I'm really stoked to get this machine up and going. What is going on here? I've been kind of at a standstill with it because of waiting for the graphics. At least it's in an operating state. I'm able to play the joystick games on it. I'm able to play trackball spinner games, racing games with the steering wheel. So it's not like I can't use it. It's just completely unfinished. So that'll be exciting to get that project wrapped up here. Well, okay, I take that back. The project won't get wrapped up for a while. I have a lot of work to do yet on the game menus and all the games that launch on here with said controllers. So there's a lot of programming work to go into this thing yet. It's set up, like I said, in a very crude manner, but it is fully functional. So I will say it is kind of oh, balls. Ha! Died off screen. So I've got one of the HAP competition joysticks in here. You know, things you'd use on like a Street Fighter machine. They got the bat handles on it, and they're really awesome joysticks and buttons for. Oh, what am I doing? For like fighting games, like if you're playing Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, yada yada yada. For Pac-Man, it's kind of weird, though, because I'm used to, like, the controller with the ball on it, which we don't have here. But it's okay. It still works good. It's got a real tight spring in it, so it kind of flexes back really quick when you let go of the stick. That's it. We're going for points. Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa. It's a little hairy there. Go, Ms. Pac-Man, go. Uh-oh. We got our work cut out for us here. There we go. Oh, ho, we went for it, and we got it. Nice. That was down to the wire right there. Whoa. Usually that red one does not go down right there. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't think I was going to make that one either. They are on like Donkey Kong here. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. I got a t-shirt that says that. I got to wear that one of these days. Maybe we'll play some Donkey Kong on that game. Oh, shoot. Ah. And that is how you do that, kids. So still debating what we're going to play for game number 2. We may play another Namco classic. Usually our recordings are of 2 or 3 games as of late. Let's say half hour to 40 minutes in length, and we usually focus on like 2 games, sometimes 3. We did some pinball the other day. That was kind of cool. Some old school 80s classic pinball machine action. I'm a big fan of the pinball. Oh no. Oh no. So there you go. Ms. Pac-Man, 30,170 points. Not too impressive. But considering we haven't played it on this machine at all before, I'm going to use that as an excuse with getting used to the joystick and everything. Wasn't too bad. Actually, let's play one more game of that before we hop to something else. And see if we can't crush that high score. Crush it. Sorry. Earlier today, we were actually playing some Apex Legends with the wife, and we recorded that. We'll have that on the channel too. It's not like we always do retro streams, but I'm going to say 80 to 90% of our streams are going to be retro type games. I definitely game on any platform with any game that I can. You know, obviously we've all got our games that we despise and hate and don't want to play, but yeah, I'm not a fanboy of any one system. I love my arcade games. I love my classic home consoles. Oh boy, should we get them? No. I love gaming on my phone. I love gaming on, back in the day, I had some of those watches you could game on, small handheld electronic games. You name it, and I've gamed on it, or at least I want to game on it. I think one of the most useless gaming computers I ever owned was a Commodore 16 computer. You know, little baby brother of the Commodore 64. Even on that thing, I was gaming and writing my own games in BASIC and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't know if I was going to go for that last guy or not. Oh. Yeah, this stick is really... The spring is like really tight. It's definitely going to take some getting used to. I mean, it's a great feeling stick, especially for fighters. So yeah, this machine I'm playing on was a Street Fighter II Champion Edition arcade one-up machine. We're pretty much making all kinds of modifications to it. And basically it's the shell of an arcade one-up with all new guts and components. So it's going to be turned into an arcade machine that you just don't see a lot of nowadays. And I'm really excited to get it finished up and get the artwork on. I do have some hardware that's coming in for the game, but I'm probably not going to have it until late April. I'm guessing March, April, end of April. I don't know, maybe May the way it's going, but the machine will be finished in a week or two, but even without that extra hardware that I got coming in, I will consider it finished, but we'll just consider that extra hardware as like a 2.0 upgrade to the machine once it gets in. Alright, unless I do something really stupid, I think I'm pretty confident we're going to crush our high score here. And usually when I say something like that, I do something really stupid. You know, just because I said that and I was stupid, I'm just going to try and get past this level as quick as I can. That was kind of cool. Because I'm going to screw something up. And I'm going to die. I know it. Holy hell. Oh no! Oh. Oof. Close. Alright, we're about a little less than 2,000 away from the high score here. Luckily we have not died once yet. That red guy should not be where he is. Oh! I knew I shouldn't have went for that last guy, but... That's okay. We got the high score. We are not even to the, oh, fudge. See, I should not have said anything earlier. I'm jacking up this whole game. Let's try not to screw this whole thing up. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. Baby. All right, so here's a question for you. Trivia question. How many different Pac-Man games can you name? There's Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-and-Pal, Ms. Pac-Man, Baby Pac-Man, Pac-Man Jr., Pac-Land. What else is there? There's no sequels to Ms. Pac-Man or Junior Pac-Man. Not that I know of. There's Pac-Man, what is it called? DX or something like that. There's that 4-player. Oh, I missed that thing. There's that 4-player head-to-head Pac-Man. What is that thing called? How many other Pac-Mans do we got? What am I missing? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Someone asked me that the other day, and I'm like, you know, I tried to rattle off as many as I could. Still feel like I'm missing some. Oh, this could get hairy. Whew, that was close. Oh, should have went back up. There's gotta be some. I'm surprised, and I'm actually surprised there's not been some kind of... What the hell's going on? Those two never go down there like that. I'm surprised there's never been some sequel made that feature all the different Pac-Mans in it, like Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, Pac-Man Jr. And I would almost think that Battle Royale Pac-Man, that's what I was trying to think of before. Wouldn't you think that would have all of the different characters instead of just Pac-Man? I do. I think it'd be cool to have them all in one game. Oh boy, here we go. I gotta get that banana. That's a big pointer right there. 5K for that bad boy. I'm gonna leave those bottom ones for last because that's kind of like the corner of no return right there. Oh no. 51-250. Almost like 51-50. Van Halen reference. All right, so we got the banana stage. I would say that was a very successful game on the new piece of hardware here. So thanks for joining us. I am Dave, and you have arrived at the 80s old school arcade. We're playing a couple classics tonight. We're going to take about a minute break here to switch up games, and we'll be back with something new and different for you for the second game of the night. Hey guys, let's replay history. We got game number 2 loaded up here, all ready for you. We are going to be having a Namco night here. I just realized after looking at game number 2 and game number 3 that we're probably going to be playing. Next game up on the Namco list is going to be Rally X, another game that doesn't get a lot of love nowadays, but back in the 80s, 90s arcade scene, this was a game that was everywhere. It never got, the hype of a PAC-MAN or GALAXIAN. Well, I guess back in the GALAXIAN day, this was pretty big. So, Rally X, I might have to adjust the sound here real quick as we start this up here. And let's find out how the sound is. A little loud. Alright, haven't played this in a long time. They're already on my butt here. So I'm not going to talk about the rules of the game. I'm going to let you kind of figure out as we play here. I think you can kind of figure out what's happening. But you know what? We're going to talk about the rules of the game anyway, just because. So you got to drive your car, navigate through this maze with cars chasing after you. And your object is to race through the maze to collect all the flags. All the flags are pointed out in the minimap as small yellow dots. Oh boy. Some of your pathways are blocked by obstacles, like big giant boulders or other things. Mostly big boulders from what I remember. And you cannot destroy the red cars. The only defensive move you can have is navigation and or you got smoke screens that you can use that will temporarily blind them or disorientate them. Oh boy. And that's about it. You got fuel in the game. It's like a timer. You'll see the fuel gauge on the right side, and that counts down as you play. If you run out of fuel, you die also, so it's not like you can just take forever like Pac-Man and keep going around the board until you get the perfect opportunity. Not the best game in the world, but hey, back when I was 7 years old, 10 years old, I should say, we were playing this in the arcade because we could. And it was awesome to play. Oh, what am I doing? Awesome to play any game out there, so. Oh, this is not good. You never want to get stuck in that little roundabout right there. It's like a little death trap. Oh. Almost hit that rock. I'm not sure if the rocks are in the same place every game. And I guess I don't care to memorize it either to see if they are, so. Little smoke screen action for those guys. I don't know what that does, if it gives us more fuel. Oh boy. So the cars can run into each other, as you can see, and then they get turned around. They do an about face. Oh boy. Alright, that was even worse, this game. Alright, third time is the charm, right? No! And you can, as you saw, you can drive through. Oh no. You can drive back through your own smoke. That doesn't hurt you at all. Just gotta get all the way to the top left corner. You know, I don't know if, I'm trying to think back, because Atari 2600 had a lot of conversions for like everything. I honestly don't remember there ever being a Rally X conversion. Maybe there was. Even on other like home computers, home systems, Commodore 64 or Apple or I don't know if I remember there being, oh, what was that? Extra guy, maybe? I just don't remember there being conversions of this game, really. If you guys know of any conversions of this game on any home systems, let me know. Challenging stage. Oh boy. I hope I don't lose lives for this. I think this is like a bonus stage. Oh, there's cars up there too. They probably release after so long. Alright, 3 more. As long as those cars don't release, I'm okay. Maybe you just gotta get them all before the fuel runs out. Oh boy, that's a death trap right there. Holy cow. I don't know if I ever made it past this level. I don't think so, because I think you have to clear, what, like 3 stages to get to the next. I mean, I know I've cleared this one, but I don't remember. Oh no. I think this game was, yeah, this was pre putting in your initials too. So another awesome Namco game. All right, so we started out with Ms. Pac-Man, Namco, Midway, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know who's got the rights to it. That stuff changes. At one point, these games were Namco games, so let's just kind of say it that way. Whether they're Namco games now or Midway games or some other third-party licensee holder, I don't know, but at some point we were talking Namco. So, all right, so we're gonna take another 60-second break, and we're gonna come back with game number 3 for the night, and we'll wrap up the show with this game. All right, we'll be right back. We are the Galaxians. Mission: destroy aliens. That's it. We are playing Galaxian. Another Namco game, or at least it was Namco at one point. This is the predecessor to Galaga, which spawns the other sequel. What was it? Galaga 88, I think it was. But yeah, this one's Namco. Galaxian, tough game, very low scoring in points. You can complete a whole game, and if you have a good game, well, in my world, where I am the master of being average, we're looking at a score of like 5,000 to 7,000, somewhere in there. Unless you get real good and real lucky at it, so then you'll hit like 10,000 score digits and stuff like that. So let's get going here. Once again, this is Galaxian. I'm probably going to have to adjust the sound because I remember this one being super loud. Actually, that's not too bad. So you get the most points for the guys diving at you. And right there's major points, major buku points if you can hit the Galaxians coming down in a group. But you got to hit the soldiers first, and then the Galaxian last to get the big points. So this is the game, to me, that has the most distinguishable sounds to it. When I was young and impressionable, and you go into the mall and you hear the arcade from down the hall, this game was always like out front, and the sounds were so loud and so overbearing that it was so noticeable that they had a Galaxian machine in the arcade. tough game. It's kind of the predecessor. It's not a sequel or whatever, but Space Invaders was your first scrolling vertical shooter, and this one kind of took Space Invaders and changed it up a little bit. Just kind of had a move back and forth at the top of the screen while they dive down at you with their missiles. So it's kind of like the next iteration of Space Invaders. And, sometimes these guys diving at you and their missiles is not as predictable as Galaga, whatever you want to call it. So this game can get a little dicey the way they just kind of change directions at you, And sometimes they shoot a lot of missiles at you on their drop, sometimes they don't. It's... Oh boy, see, look at that. That's kind of a big, unpredictable mess right there. Oh boy. Look at that. I'm on the first level. I can get to like level 20 something on Galaga. It's... So this game is just wave after wave of bad guys. You don't get breaks, you don't get challenging stages. I don't think you even get to put your initials in for the high score because it's that old, It tracks a high score up on top. So if we were rating games tonight, let's take Ms. Pac-Man. I'm going to give that game like a 9.5. Because it's Pac-Man at its finest. There's so many good things about that game. Boy. 50-50. That was not a good thing. So yeah, Ms. Pac-Man, we would rate that a 9.5 out of 10. What was our second game? Our second game was... Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate and not, die here. Alright, so... See how I hit the two... I got 800 points from because the GALAXIAN was the last one I hit? Alright, so the second game we played, what was it? I would rate that, probably like a 7. In this game, I've never been a huge GALAXIAN fan. I played it because I'll play anything if there's like one arcade machine in a bowling alley or choice of two machines and I go back and forth on them. Oh no. I am doing just absolutely horrible. But this game I'd rate like a 4 out of 10. Just not a huge fan of it. I love the stuff that came from it. Without this paving the way for like Galaga 88. If you've ever played the game Gorf. Gorf is kind of like a combination mix of great games like GALAXIAN, Space Invaders, Laser Attack. I'm trying to think of what other games are in there. Now that game was fun. Love to play that sometime too. we're down to our last ship already here. And just see how much they can come back across the screen when they're diving at you. It's just not natural. They do some weird movements like this. Probably gonna die. Oh, look at that. We hit 7. That is not something that happens too frequently with me. Oh. Oh, I can't believe they did not crash me in the corner right there. Oh. I'm just gonna say I got the moves like Jagger, but then I died. Come on, hit something. Haven't hit anything. Oh, good lord. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. Juking and jiving here. I just can't believe I survived that long. 9,180. I'm going to say that's my highest score of the last handful of times I've ever played this game. It's only level 3, so that's kind of sad. But I'm sure earlier in my career of arcading, I've done better than that. Let's go back to full screen here. There we go. Yeah, so awesome Namco games here tonight. Like I said, we were planning to play the big 3 for you tonight, and the big 3 in my mind are Ms. Pac-Man, Galaga, and Dragon's Lair. Those are going to be my top 3 arcade games of all time. You know, don't get me wrong, there's hundreds of them I love. You know, I love arcade games, but when you talk about the games that made me the happiest or gave me the most bang for my buck, those are probably going to be the 3. And Dragon's Lair, I mean, you can complain or you can contest that Dragon's Lair steals your money more than anything. But once you learned it and once you know how to get through it, that 50 cents actually went a long way to get through that game. So it's like 14 or 15 minutes to complete the whole game. So for 50 cents, it's not that bad. If you don't know the game and you're playing 50 cents and you die and get game over within 45 seconds, yeah, then I'll agree that it's not that great of a game. But yeah, if you take the time to learn it, learn the screens, learn the moves, learn the animations, it's a great game to play through. It was a great game to show off with in the arcade because not a lot of people could just walk up to that machine and do that. It was kind of like a way of showing off, and it was pretty fun. So, anywho, so my name is Dave. You've watched us here at the 80s Old School Arcade. We're going to try and bring you different types of games all the time. We'll for sure get some reruns here and there because there's some games that I just get addicted to for a couple days and keep playing them, like Power Drift, you know, as far as racing games and stuff like that. But yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And as new content gets created, stop on by, or if you're in the neighborhood, we usually do our recordings on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights, 8:30 p.m. ish. between 8:30 or 9 Central p.m. Until about 10 or 10:30 p.m. Central. Those are the key times we're recording and streaming, so stop on by. Let's chat about some games, or make sure to throw the stuff down in the comments on what games you love and what games you want to see. So that's all. I want you guys to have a good night. Have a good Monday tomorrow. And this is Dave. We'll see you on the next show.